Deal TV, learn and earn.
Good morning, welcome to Deal TV Africa. This is Deal TV Learn and Earn, where tomorrow's millionaires come for inspiration. It's the Deal Coffee with my 75 AM Kwaya Mayanja Yusuf. Remember, Deal Coffee lands from Monday to Friday, 8 AM in the morning. So it's all about business. How do we prosper? How do we get our business to the next level? How do we keep earning and then learning? Today on Deal Coffee, we are going to look at the mistakes that most people are making while they're trying to sell online. This COVID epidemic or pandemic, what I call it, caused a shift in the mentality whereby people are thinking to have been working from home. So this working from home was able to expose us to different avenues from where we can sell our products, from where we can do work. And that's the shift from physical stores to online selling. And then, like it or not, you can't run away from selling online. But then if you are selling online, if you don't know the basics, how to do it right, then you'll find that you won't be able to make those sales that you need, and then you won't be able to make those times, and you'll regret at the end of the day. So let us see how can we learn to avoid the mistakes that we do as we sell online. Firstly, the mistakes most of the people make is to expect to make money simply by listing or posting. When we are talking about online sales, we are talking about social media marketing, we are talking about websites, we are talking about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. All these avenues that you can use to sell. But then you'll find someone who just expects that if you list the products like cars, brushes, stuff like this, you'll be able to earn, or people would come and buy. So this is a very huge mistake. Like, you'll be able to post your stuff, but no one will be able to buy. That's why, to avoid this, you need to post. Then show people that you are selling. Because there is a difference between someone who bought his or her new shoe that is taken a picture and posted, than someone who has shoes for sale. So you have to put the contacts whereby they can reach you to buy from you. Then you can show the prices. Then create value. Tell people which problem are you solving, other than just posting. So if you post like a house, not putting house for sale, not putting the contacts for the seller, so how do you expect people to buy this house? So that's a huge mistake. Then the second mistake is most of the people don't get to know who they are selling to. Because if you know whom you are selling to, the target audience, you will be able to know. Like, for example, if you're doing Facebook, selling on Facebook, if you are sponsoring an advert, you are supposed to choose the gender. So it's of no use if you target the whole population, but you are selling kids' clothes, or you are selling women's clothes, or men's stuff. So if you are targeting men, then as you set your sponsored ad, put a niche for the gender, or the male, or for the female. Then the age group. You might be able to be selling kids stuff, but kids stuff are bought by people who are having children. So if your target audience is between maybe 12 to 18 or 12 to 20. These are mostly high school students or campus people who have no kids. They have no responsibility. So how do you expect them to buy from you? So if you are targeting kids clothes or kids stuff, you target the elderly people, especially maybe young parents, but then mostly the mothers, and because even if the men are supposed to buy, but sometimes they give the money to the mothers to buy. So you target these people so that they can buy from you. So avoid the mistake of not knowing your target audience. If you don't know the target audience, you'll find that even the sale rate will be low just because you targeted the wrong audience. Then the third mistake that most people make while they're selling online is just looking at selling. So you find if someone comes to your page or your account, you find that 5 all the posts that you've made in the last time are all about sales. And if you do social media marketing, there is what they call the 80-20 rule, which says like you do selling for only 20%. This 80% be about informing or educating, then adding value other than promoting. So like if you are selling LSA products, let's see your posts, 80% of your posts addressing the LSA challenges that people are selling. Then the 20% will show the solutions. So like if your kids is having such and such a disease, you can use this, but not just advertising the product minus creating value. Because if you create value, it's what will keep these people coming back to your page or to your website, because they are adding value, they are getting to know, and then from learning, because demand might not be exactly during that spot. So, but if they're able to be getting value from your website or page, then they'll be trusting you, and then when you start to advertise, they will buy. Then it's the next point is almost related to this, is forcing people to buy. So like you find that if you cannot support me, why are you here? This page is for only my clients, of my customers. No, my friend, it's social media. Let everyone come and see. Then from this, you'll be able to get customers. Remember, the traffic that comes to your page or your website, it's not like everyone will be buying, but you just get to turn visitors on your page into clients or customers. So don't force people, force people to buy. But when you create value, people will just buy at ease. Then the fifth point is people who try to sell to a non-existing audience. For example, you are selling boats, but then the communities you're advertising to are communities of those people who are not using boats or who are looking at cars. So you go to a group that is of car owners or sports people, but you are trying to sell them boats. So this won't work. This won't bring returns just because you are selling to the non-existent audience. The better option is if you create a page, you start talking about boats, you attract people who are interested in boats. Then they start being part of this community. Then after being part of the community, you will be able to sell to them, or you start to advertise to them, and literally they'll be buying from you later. But if you try to sell to a non-existing audience, then you won't be able to make sales, and that's a big, huge mistake. Then the other mistake is there are people who are not building that emailing list. The emailing list is very, very important. That's why mostly, let's forget about the Facebook or Twitter and stuff. But if you go to most of those people who are having websites, if you have to create an emailing list, that's why in most cases to most of the websites you go to, they tell you to register your location, your age, your email. So in this email, they would have created a link or whereby they can contact you. So you should, from the word go, create an emailing list. So when you create an emailing list, you'll be able to retain these people. But if you don't have an emailing list, you won't be able to know these people. And then from this other kind of information that they submit, they'll be able to know that he was searching about this stuff. That's the cookies. If you go into IT, you know the cookies, they get there. That's why when you are on Facebook, if you always looking at cars, or they will be able giving you information or post about cars. If you are into decoration, they give you information about decoration. That is the Google search, SEO search engine optimization. But this comes from this information that they've been able to gather from you. So if you collect this information, how do you get to these people? You tell them, I have such and such. Oh, you delivered what you're looking for. Maybe we have a new product that could be of help to you that you could need. So you'll be able to email these people and keep them reminded. So always try to keep an emailing list. Then the other problem is most people who do online selling make a mistake of not giving priority to customer care. This I've faced with the interaction I have with most of the guys who do social media marketing. Because a social media administrator, manager, or marketer, what he does is to attract these people to your store, to you. So it's up to you to turn these visitors into clients. So, but if these people are able to come to you and then you can't give customer care, then you'll be losing these clients. And when you lose them, you'll be blaming the social media manager or whatever title you give him or her, just because it's you who failed to turn the clients into retained customers. So always know that as long as I get the person like this, then you give great customer service, so that these people keep thinking about you, so they'll be able to buy from you regularly, and you'll be able to retain them for such a good time, and then you'll be making the sales. Then the 8th point is most of these people tend to give up easily when they don't make sales. So someone will be like, I'm going to do sponsoring for the next 2 or 3 months. So you start sponsoring, you start promoting, and then you post your stuff on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, all those social media platforms. But then you see that these clients are not coming in, you're not making the sales, then you give up. Not forgetting that when people, there is what they call informative advertising. Like, people get to know about the product, but they don't have the need immediately to buy such a product. So if you give up, then they'll think like you no longer providing such a service or product. So however much the returns are not immediate, you keep going, keep promoting, keep posting, and then in the end, you'll be seeing the returns. But if you give up easily, then you won't be able to get the returns. And then the other mistake, which is point number 10 as we get to finishing this program today, is not explaining in the description. If you are promoting, like if you are promoting, you are selling a camera, tell us what type of camera are you selling, what's the features, what does it do, what are lens and stuff. So give a detailed description of the product so that people get to know it and then buy from you. But if you don't give the description, if you don't give, you're selling a house but you say bungalow, but it's a bungalow, how many bedrooms does it have, what's the size of the bedrooms, does it have water, is it location, all those stuff needs to be included in the description. So if you get to put this in the description, you'll be able to attract more sellers. But if there is missing information, then you'll be losing, and this is a big mistake. And then finally, the last point is most of the people don't create a consistent brand experience. Like, how does it come? We have people who have not been able to separate their personal accounts from the business accounts. So someone comes to your account, you make 9 posts about your kids, then you post one post about the business. So the business, the brand, because remember, brand is what comes to the mind of someone when he or she thinks about you. So let your brand be consistent. Like, many people ask, why is Coca-Cola, a global brand, still up to date advertising? How does it have to make sure that the bottle, if they make a new bottle, or even this bottle that we've seen for centuries, is still put on the billboard so that you can see and know how it feels, how it looks? So this brand, the image, the logo, the name of the company has to be consistent and fresh in the customer's mind. Be consistent, post regularly, make sure that people know about you. Don't be today you are posting about girls, then tomorrow you're posting about relationships, and then tomorrow you're posting about car tires. So you're selling car tires, but most of the information you're sharing is about sex or about gymming and physicals. So people get to be confused. So you have to be consistent in the brand that you are promoting so that people may be able to buy from you. If you take this, maybe it can help you. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share. Remember, Deal TV Africa, learn and earn, where tomorrow's millionaires cap for inspiration. My name is Mkwaya Mayanja Yusuf. Till the next day, bye-bye.
Deal TV, learn and earn.